Okay, let's start that one again. Sorry about that, guys. Stream ended for some reason, but anyway, here we are. We're waiting for her to come around the corner. It's a beautiful morning. A little bit of wind around, but basically calm. And she's on time today. Very, very interesting. Because she's not usually on time. But we're very happy about that because we get a sunrise behind her. So I'll just leave you with that beautiful sight as she comes around the corner now. What a beautiful girl coming around the corner. And thanks for joining me this morning. Whoever's online, let me know you're there. Send me through a comment. There's a beautiful girl. Hello, Ernie. Are you on board, mate? Yeah, welcome back to Disney Wonder. Now she's coming into overseas passenger terminal today, which I'm really excited about because on my way back to the car I get to take a few photos of her and show all of you guys on Disney Cruising Australia. Isn't she a beauty coming through as the Manly Ferry cuts over there? Right in our sight of the Wonder, but that's all right. Good morning from Auckland, New Zealand. Thank you, Katrina. Wow, won't be too long and she'll be over there for all you guys. Me and the seagulls this morning you have, and the Disney Wonder, of course, and Manly Ferry. Can't forget the Manly Ferry. She's on time today. So what time is it now? It is 5:36. So she's going to be scheduled to be into OPT by 6, and I reckon she's going to be a little bit early or maybe right on time by the time she gets through. So that is fantastic. Hoping to see lots of you on board, on deck today as she cruises in. But she turns and heads towards me, looking beautiful, all lit up with a nice sunset behind her this morning. Sunrise, should I say, sunset. Sunrise this morning, which we like this time of morning. When she comes in early, we don't get the sunrise. It's always beautiful having a sunrise behind her. And for the passengers on board, how wonderful to come into overseas passenger terminal this morning. The only thing they miss out on is that cruise under the bridge when they're going to White Bay. But it's made up by a beautiful view as soon as you're docked. And I would recommend to everyone who docks in in overseas passenger terminal to get up a little bit early and just have a look around deck 9 and 10 and see the wonderful views that our Wonder provides when she comes into overseas passenger terminal. It truly is a magical moment not to miss. So Sydney, come out and enjoy the Wonder today. She's going to be here all day and into the night because she's not leaving till tomorrow morning at 1 a.m. Of course, heading down to Melbourne at that stage, and we're not going to see her for almost 2 months then in Sydney. She'll be cruising Melbourne and then over to Tasmania a few times, and then over to New Zealand. Well, she'll do some Christmas cruises and then come back here just before New Year's. So it's something like the 28th or 29th when she comes back here. So Katrina, you will see her in November and go on a cruise. That is so exciting. So she's just had a few days at sea this morning. Oh, well, over the last 3 days. And let me tell you, the destination is definitely the ship. So that would have been a magical cruise to spend 3 days on her. And I believe before she leaves us for the last time, she's going on a very, very similar cruise, which I know a lot of our group members are on. Ooh, that's going to be nice, having a back-to-back out of Auckland on the 11th of December. That'll be great. Very excited. Very exciting, should I say. Clouds seem to be clearing. We're seeing that beautiful sunrise behind her. She's surrounded by tugboats this morning. She's still lit up because it's still a little bit dark this morning. Looks like it's going to clear up and be a beautiful day here in Sydney. A little bit cold though this morning. I am. What's the temperature going at the moment? 17 degrees. Yeah, that's cooler. Here she comes into sight, our beautiful Wonder. Sorry about the wind noise again this morning. I will get my microphone working at some stage so we can cut that out. Ooh, sold out 3 night. Wow, yeah, that'll be a crazy one. Hello, Jolene, how are you? Yeah, I had a bit of a hiccup with a live this morning. I went live, then it ended, and then I went back to it again. So, yes, welcome everyone. Well, 14 of you this morning. That's what happens when we... oh, thanks for letting me know about the wind noise. But, yeah, 14 of you on this morning because it's a little bit later, like, you know, 5:30 in the morning is a more reasonable time than 4:30, that's for sure. She's going to go around the island again this morning because she's going to give us a bit of a wide berth to go into OPT this morning, Overseas Passenger Terminal, which is very joyous because I get to see her up close and take a couple of photos of her this morning before on my way back to the car. And if you just joined us, she's going to be going out tomorrow morning this time. Not this afternoon, but tomorrow morning at 1 a.m. So that'll be interesting. So if you're in Sydney today, down in the harbour, come see her because she'll be here all day into the night until 1 a.m. in the morning. Oh, beautiful. Very excited for you. Thursday out of Melbourne. Yeah, she's coming down to you next. Leaving Sydney Harbour for the next, nearly 2 months. While she cruises Melbourne and New Zealand. And I know a lot of you over there are very excited to see her. Yeah, so the next live I'm going to be doing is at 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. So it'll be 1 a.m. Tuesday morning officially, Sydney time. That's when she's due to leave. very interesting. So you'll see passengers come on, I would say, this morning, well, you know, from about 10, 11 o'clock, they normally let people on. And then they'll be staying right through to 1 before they leave. So the sail away party will be in OPT. There's no noise restrictions there, so it should be fine to do that. And then we'll see her sail away about 1 o'clock. So we're going to get the joyous sight of Disney Wonder in our harbour for the whole day and right through to 1 a.m. That's always very, very cool to see her in Sydney Harbour. And of course we don't hear the Mickey horn that late at night, so we won't be hearing her horn till she comes back in Sydney Harbour for, well, we won't hear her when she comes back, but when she sails out of Sydney Harbour on that first cruise, which will be just before New Year's. So we'll be back for that because we're going away most of December until just, I think we arrive back Christmas Eve. So we will be back to live stream when she arrives and when she leaves. So I'm pretty excited about that because I don't want to miss any live streams this year. There she is around the island, the other side. A little bit too far away for me to see if there's anyone on deck yet, but we should see that soon. So I'll level up my camera a bit. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, there was a 2 a.m. departure in Sydney last year as well. I remember it well because I was here. So they are very interesting. Yeah, it's nice to relax in the port before you go. Thanks everyone for waking up and being with me this morning. Of course, this one's going to be a playback as soon as it's over. Here she comes, coming towards us now. Our beautiful girl. Heading straight into OPT this morning. On a 3-day Magic at Sea cruise, and I hope everyone on board had the best time on this last cruise, return cruise to Sydney until she comes back late December. And of course that magical cruise in New Zealand to come, 10 nights over Christmas. Now, a lot of you guys from the group are from our group Disney Cruising Australia are on that one. That's going to be a super cool way to celebrate Christmas Eve and day around the ship. Cruising through the islands of New Zealand. It will be really nice. No problems, Katrina. When I start doing this full time at the end of November, it will be a lot easier not having to go to work straight after as well. But it's all right. I love seeing her come in, so it's no chore for me getting up and seeing her coming in the morning. That's for sure. Hello Tricia. Yes, second Christmas on the Wonder. And what a beautiful cruise that one's going to be. 10 days. 10 days. Cruising through the islands of New Zealand and then coming over to Sydney. That will be a sensational cruise. So super excited for everyone going on that cruise. Probably going to be the pick of the season, I would say. Yeah, the tugboats most of the time provide guidance to her. So if she's straying a little bit off course, they'll push or pull her whichever way she needs to come back. Most of the time the lines are slack and it's more of a guidance than anything else. When she gets to port as well, sometimes they can help the thrusters push her to the side to get where she needs to be. So yeah. Oh, that sounds awesome. That's going to be the best time for you. Very exciting. Jolene, very happy for you. Be a fantastic time for you, I'm sure. Here she comes now. I'm seeing a few people on deck. Going to sort of turn out wide and then come past OPT when she gets here. And I'll do my normal move down to the other end for you guys. Does seem to be a few people up on deck having a bit of a look. Can't miss it, can you, coming into Sydney Harbour? The most beautiful harbour in the world, I must say, and I'm biased, I know, but it is a beautiful harbour. But no worries at all. Yeah, it's going to be a shame that we don't have a cruise line, Disney Cruise Line here in Australia anymore. Let's just hope that in years to come we do have our Disney ship come back. Just going to knock out to that other camera so you guys can see a bit better. There you go. And I'll come in close so you can see. Tell you what, I'll come in close so you guys can see he's on deck there this morning. Pick you up. Give him a bit of a wave. Yeah, we will be cruising on the Adventure for her inaugural and it's going to be a back-to-back. Just so we can get a few days in so we can show you all you guys around the ship and have time for everything. There she is, our beautiful girl. Getting ever so closer to me. All right, in a minute, let's say we take a walk down to the other end so we can see her go into port. Yeah, that's right. So there's going to be two ships. Their size is in between Wonder Magic and Fantasy and Dream. So it's sort of a mid-size, but still a smaller ship. And the hope is that, yeah, they will come to Australia, but we just don't know as yet if that's going to be the case. But let's just cross our fingers and toes and everything else that we get one of those ships in Australia. I'm just going to take a walk down the other side so we get her. Okay, guys? Yeah, so the thought is, sorry about the wind noise, the thought is that we'll see maybe the Adventure come down as well from Singapore after she's been doing all of her days at sea. But, you know, again, that's just speculation. But is hoping something happens. Those two smaller ships are going to be built by the 2030, I think. So in the next few years. And then we'll see what happens with them. If they come down again, you know we'll be on them, and you know we'll be right here live streaming everything that happens with Disney Cruise Line in Australia. But also, we'll be cruising on the Destiny in December. So, you know, I'm going to be doing some live streams there. And also some live streams when the Adventure arrives as well in Singapore for that inaugural cruise. I'll just put you down here, guys. Love it how close she is when she goes into OPT. Quite a few people up on deck taking some photos and enjoying the sailing. Good morning, Disney fan. How are you this morning? Yep, Ernie, she's a very beautiful girl, yep. Just moved, repositioned over to this other side. She comes into OPT. See her with the Harbour Bridge behind her there. So, she's going to be in the harbour all day today. She's not leaving till 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. So if you're in Sydney today, make sure you come down the harbour and take some photos with her and take a look at this beautiful ship. Going to take some photos of her in OPT this morning and put them online on Disney Cruising Australia for you guys to see. I'll be happy to get any ship here, yes, for sure. It'll be nice to have the Magic down here, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen next season. Well, we know for sure it's not going to happen next season. Wonder will be repositioned to the west coast next year. Instead of coming to Australia, she'll be staying on the west coast there. And that's all we know for now. The Magic will be going up to Alaska this year as well. There'll be 2 cruise ships, Magic and Wonder, in Alaska. Hello from Sunday in Scotland. How are you? Thanks for joining us. There's our beautiful Disney Wonder sails into Sydney. Yes, much easier to join me at this time of morning than 4 o'clock when she come in last time. So thanks everyone for coming in. Yes, I think we're going to do Alaska next year, maybe on the Magic. But we're just in the planning stages at the moment of what we're doing next year. We know we're definitely on the Adventure in March for inaugural and back-to-back. We know we're definitely doing Destiny in December. It's all booked, ready to go. So you know there'll be lots of live streams and lots of vlogs and merchandise and fashion coming from Disney Destiny and from the Adventure. Yeah, Alaska seems to be a fantastic cruise. A lot of people like it. We're very excited to go to Alaska next year. Can't wait for that one. There's our girl pulling into Sydney Harbour. Overseas passenger terminal today, which we like a lot. It looks to be a clear day in Sydney today. I'm not sure if it's going to rain, but hopefully, yeah, definitely. I want to go. We want to go to Alaska. It would be, the cruise of a lifetime for us. And of course, if we do, we'll be covering the whole thing. And we're thinking we might do the Magic just for a bit of difference. Yeah, Alaska is something that everyone wants to do, I think. A very, very good cruise. Something different, very cold, but lots of wildlife, and just would be magical. I won't live stream walking around showing you to the port, but I'll take some photos and I'll put them up in Disney Cruising Australia so you can see. Alright, so I will take some photos at the front where you walk into the port, but she basically settles right in there where she is now. But have a look at Disney Cruising Australia, our group on Facebook, and I will put some photos there, alright? No problem at all. My pleasure. You can see the let me get in there and show you. You can see that tugboat taking tension now, just guiding her into port. But most of the time the lines are slack. There's her beautiful butt with Donald and his nephews running amok on the back of the ship. Yep, no worries. I'll get some photos up as soon as she's docked, and I'll head round in a minute when I finish the live stream. There she is. That's all right, no problems, Ernie. Give you a closer up look. Always a treat when she comes into Overseas Passenger Terminal. I suspect some people will be up there in cabanas looking for breakfast very soon as well, because that is an option on your last day. You can either go down to your restaurant that you're in dinner for the last night, or you can go up to cabanas. Sometimes cabanas is a better option because there's you can just grab what you want very quickly. We did that in our last breakfast. Coming out of when we came from Hawaii on the Trans-Pacific, did breakfast up in cabanas for our last one. The two propeller images. Please explain what you mean by that. On the side of the ship, do you mean? Or... Oh yeah, okay. I'm not sure what the bottle means then. Not quite sure. Yeah, not sure what that means. That would be a question for Google, I think. You can look that up. I can look that up tonight for you and give you an answer on the stream. On the playback. Yeah, if you can do that, that'd be cool. Let us know. Love those little bits of information, so thanks for letting us know about that. Guys, she's pulled into port now. Tugboat's just giving her a little bit of a push. They'll tie her up and she's all in. So that's where I'm going to kind of leave the stream, if you guys don't mind. I'm going to go around and take a couple of photos of her in port as she pushes in. But thank you all for joining me this morning. She was on time and it was a wonderful, wonderful cruising. Thank you all for joining me this morning. have a wonderful day. And until next time, don't forget to spread the jam.